Welcome to Recovery Unplug. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Chaplain Juan. I've been in recovery field for 30 years. 15 of those years were deep in my addictions, and by the grace of God, I'm able to spend 15 years in the recovery field, assisting, helping others in their strongholds with their bondages. I'm currently the director of the Calling Mercy.
Hi, I'm Bob Latevola, and I am a graduate of the Colony of Mercy. Honored to be here, honored to be asked by Chaplain Juan, and I graduated, like I said, in 2020, and now working in housekeeping.
Bob also comes to us with a years of recovery history background. Besides his, I call it research in it, he spent some time in a ministry called Crossroads
Right.
Addiction. Him and his wife Carol headed that up. You want to share a little bit about Crossroads?
Sure. Crossroads to Recovery started at Bayside Chapel somewhere around 10 years ago. Carol and I were asked to fill in for another couple, and we were glad to do so. And it was just took off. There's such a need in the church today for active addiction in our churches. We were so blessed to be even asked to do such a thing. And we did it for, like I said, 10 years, and then I relapsed because ministry, not using it as an excuse, but ministry got hard.
You know, just hearing Bob, it just reminded us, and this is a plug, that you're not alone. Crossroads was there for many of people in those 10 years while they served there. And if you're struggling out there, you're not alone. We're talking about honesty. I asked Bob what is one of the topics that he loves to talk about in addictions, and he wanted to talk about honesty, you know, being trustworthy, truthful, and all those things. And the truth is that you're not alone. The truth is there's places like Crossroad Recovery, places in your church, that resources that you can tap into. I just want to share that with you as we talk about honesty. Bob, you talk about honesty.
Yeah.
Tell me why you think honesty was the first topic that came to your mind, because it just literally came right out.
It did come right out because going from the old man to the new man, the old man was living a constant lie. And it was like being another person. And when I finally came to grips and surrendering, as I did here, and as the chaplains helped me along and so on and so forth, I was actually able to be honest with God. I was never really honest with anybody. You know, there was always some manipulative, something dishonest, something behind the scenes. And I was able to become honest with God. And once I was able to do that, I was being able to be honest with myself. And that became very important. Being transparent. And I learned all these things here in the colony. And let me tell you what a freeing experience if you're just honest, open. Because, you know, lies are just so deceiving. So, you know, they're not, you know, they're sin. They're sin.
I agree, Bob. It's like building a house on a house of cards.
Yes.
You believe in lies, you're sharing lies, and you're living a lies. You get so far in it, you don't even realize what's the truth and what's a lie anymore.
Right.
And it doesn't give you that firm foundation. Honestly, truth gives us a firm foundation to build off or build our life in Christ. And Christ is the truth. He said you will know the truth, right?
And the truth will set you free.
And the truth will set you free. Interesting, he said you may know the truth. And the truth will set you free. Not hang around the truth, right?
Right.
Or flirt with the truth. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Oh, speaking of set free, you were truthful about an event that happened in your life, in which you shared earlier with me. What was that you was talking about, being honest, and it is applicable to this subject?
Well, yeah, it is, because when I was going through the colony and our first FFC had come up,
Families for Christ, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Carol, my wife, came, and we were not in a good place. We were still working on a lot of issues that we had to work on. And we sat down with Chaplain Juan and De'Ara, and my wife got right to the point. And she asked me some really hard, tough questions that I would have automatically lied in my old self. I would have just flat out lied. And I told her the truth. And I put all my trust and faith in God, that He was going to work on it, and it was in His hands. And that almost broke up our marriage. That came very close to breaking up our marriage. But I knew that I had to be honest.
That's good.
And if I was going to start, it had to be now.
Yeah. That was a beautiful day. We talked about knowing the truth, and truth will set you free. Obviously, in the word is the truth, right? And the word sets you free, and word is enough. But also, what I saw in there is the word working, because you were truthful. You ripped the Band-Aid off of the situation, and yet it hurt in that moment. But I watched how your relationship grow, even to the day where you guys are helping serving us and with other couples.
Yeah.
So that's amazing how it set them free. He was honest and true, transparent. I like the word transparent, and set them free. So truth, honesty is one of the topics that we deal with in the Colony of Mercy. We kind of unpack it for a week. Even in that whole week, we know that we don't even scratch the surface of what it means to be honest with yourself. Honest with God, honest with your loved ones, transparent with your loved ones. And so I'm glad you picked this topic, Bob. But as we finish up this, closing up this podcast, anything else you would like to share with the people out there about honesty, or something else that would help somebody either struggling or have a loved one that's struggling?
Yeah. The Colony of Mercy was a blessing to me. My goal was to get into the colony. I knew that I needed the spiritual growth that I had lacked. I knew that I fell down a rabbit hole so deep by lying and in my addiction that I needed to connect with God again. And that's what I was missing. And when I was able to become honest and really see the real potential that God had given me to be honest, I was able to be honest. So when the men come into the colony, one of the things I get to see them when they first come in, I ask them, just be honest. If you used 2 days ago, if you were in a program and you're this, that, just tell us. Start now. Start your program the day you walk in. Surrender and be honest. And you know what? We love you. We're going to open our arms. We're going to accept you. The biggest thing that's against honesty is fear. Fear drives lies. Because why do we lie? Because we're afraid of the outcome. But if we don't have to be afraid of the outcome and we're honest, it's all in God's hands anyway.
That's good.
You know? So, and a lie only stimulates the immediate, but it prolongs the inevitable. Okay? So you might immediately be, oh, I'm out of this. But sin will find you out.
Yeah, that's good.
Why waste the energy?
David says that to connect with Bob. That is really good, Bob. I appreciate that. David found that out in his own life. He said, when I kept silent, my bones wasted away.
Yeah.
So he was having a physical connection, physical reaction to his silence about. And then he says, when he shared, or when he got honest with it, he was freed from that. And he said to him, to thee only have I sinned. I'm a little King James at times.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's right.
Yeah, and then he got honest. He said, but when I shared, when he's able to unload it or confess it.
Yes.
Confess it. And it's something about, allowing that. You talked about lying allows you to have a temporary release, but something about it has power over you until you until it actually actuality comes out your mouth. Right. You share it with one other person. So, hey, I thank you, Bob, for coming here today. I thank you for coming to visit us to another Recovery Unplugged. We appreciate it. The truth is that you're not in it alone. We have wonderful people like Bob and Crossroad and things like that that can help you out and assist you. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.